think we take it back. I think that we forget that Colin's whole thing was to bring attention to social injustice, correct? So in that case, right, this is a success, right? This is the next thing, right? Because there's two parts of protesting. You go outside and you protest, and then the company or the individual say, I hear you. What do we do next? Right? So for me, it was like actionable item. What are we gonna do with it? Like everyone heard, and we hear what you're saying, and everybody know I agree with what you're saying. So what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So reach millions and millions of people, and or we get stuck on Colin not having a job. You know what I'm saying? Sir.
What's good, everybody? Jay Coffee Talk here. Thanks for tuning in. You see, we back talking about Jay-Z, this NFL deal. And, go catch my other videos that I've done on the topic. I dropped one yesterday, and, I was kind of speaking about how the media was kind of coming with some slander towards Jay, if you ask me. And, it's already going on social media. I'm seeing some of these memes and everything coming out with the, they're showing Jay as Samuel L. Jackson's character in Django. And I don't know, man, I really just don't see it that way. Let me know what you guys think. You got to go catch my other videos as well. This is kind of like part 2 or 3, I guess, you know what I mean? It's an ongoing series on my channel. That's the way I kind of always rock. I get on a topic, and I'll drop content on it. As we know, my videos are more of a podcast style. So make sure you guys go sub to that other channel. No content up there yet. The podcast Coffee Talk channel. But anyways, getting back to this with Jay, you hear some of the audio that I'm playing and everything. And Jay's talking about how Cap, not being in the NFL anymore. And, the protest and everything like that people are still caught up on that. And he's saying, is this about if Cap has a job or not? Now, real quick, I want to say, I don't really know what the deal is with Kaepernick. I do believe most definitely, him kneeling and everything. A lot of people got mad at him. And it just, would he be in the league if he didn't kneel? More than likely, if you ask me. But Jay is kind of right in regards that the protest, it got to be about other things than what it was. The protest was about police brutality. I supported it. Get in the comments and let me know how you guys felt about it. But that's something that people get away from so often. What that protest was about, it turned into everything else. It turned into everything else under the sun. And, that was fueled by the media as well. I was just chopping it with another YouTuber today, and we were just really talking about the power of the media, man. The media they just set the narrative so often. And, how you guys may hear me speak on other videos about how there's a mentality in America nowadays in our society that if you don't agree, if you have a different point of view on a topic or something like that, you have to be an enemy of everyone else who views it the other way. And as you know, on my channel, we don't do it like that. We talk in the comments and we debate about the issues. It's all about taking it in what the other people's perspective on things is, and it doesn't mean you got to change your mind. But when you sit down and you're in a neutral setting like that, and, everyone's not tripping and there's not all this aggression and everything, you really can see things under a different light sometimes. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, let me know what you guys feel about that whole Cap thing.
Past kneeling, I think it's time to go into actionable items.
Do you want people to stop it?
No, I don't want people to stop protesting at all. Kneeling, I know we're stuck on it because it's a real thing, but It's a form of protest. I support protests across the board. We need to bring light to the issue. I think everyone knows what the issue is, and we're done with that. Everyone knows what you know what the issue is. You know why we were kneeling? Okay. Do you know the issue? Yeah. Do you know the issue? Yes. We all know the issue now. Okay. Next, where we moving on next? And I'm not again. So to be clear for the room, I'm not minimizing that part of it because that has to happen. That's a necessary part of the process. But now we all know what's going on. What are we going to do? How are we going to stop? Because the kneeling was not about a job. It was about injustice. Let me bring attention to injustice. Everyone's saying, how are you going forward? And Cap doesn't have a job. This wasn't about him having a job.
But let's get to this new news that TMZ, you know, they're coming out and saying their sources are saying Jay-Z is trying to go beyond having a team, or I'm sorry, this Roc Nation NFL deal, you know, with the Inspire Change initiative. He wants to own a team, and they're saying it's going to be something in the near future. He may be a part owner. So we got to think what teams may be up for sale or might have some kind of interest in bringing in another owner or what's going on, you know. But TMZ sources are not always exactly on the money. If you ask me, TMZ has a history. I'm not going to say that they're just totally wrong. I mean, we know the aspect of TMZ that a lot of people don't like, that they feel like, you know, they gossip and make up BS and try and stir up problems. But they do, you know, because they're paying for a lot of this stuff, they do get a lot of information that may never see the light of the day sometimes, you feel me? But Jay-Z stepping in and buying a team, I don't know, you know what I mean? But what I was saying about the TMZ sources is sometimes they're not wrong. They're just a little off the way they report stuff. I've seen it a couple times. But I don't know, you know, that'd be cool to see. We saw Jay with the Brooklyn Nets. That was dope how he changed it from the New Jersey Nets to the Brooklyn Nets. I liked it. And I don't know, man. It wouldn't surprise me. Let me know what you guys think. You know, as I keep talking about on this channel, Jay-Z has just become way more than a rapper, way more than just your average entrepreneur. He's literally making power moves. And I feel like that's why people are looking at Jay in this negative light, where they're feeling like he's a sellout or whatever, because he's the first person really coming out of the culture in the way that he is. And I'm not trying to knock anyone else in the culture, in the hip hop culture or anything like that, who stepped out and made moves. There's been a lot of others, but I'm saying Jay is the dude that is really changing the game. Like, instead of just fighting back, I'm going to do it on my own. You know, like, oh, we don't like what you're doing. I don't need to participate in what you got doing. I'll do that on my own. And that's what he's doing with the NFL. That's what I said he did with Tidal, with the streaming game. And that's what he's doing with the NFL. He's like, yo, you guys want to we got this going on with the social justice and this and that. I don't like what it is. We should protest. Well, now he's stepping in and saying, I'm making the change. I'm controlling this project. That's why I really look at it as Jay isn't working for Goodell, he's working with Goodell. But something else that they spoke about in the story, you see the images popping up on the screen and everything like that, the screenshots, was that would it be a conflict of interest for Jay-Z to have his Roc Nation sports firm? As we know, they manage and are agents and everything's like that to athletes, and there is NFL athletes signed to Roc Nation. So would that be a conflict of interest? Would he, you know, have to give that up if he wanted to own a team? And they're saying no, because he doesn't actually personally work with the agents and with the players. I feel like that's kind of BS, man. I feel like it's still a conflict of interest, but I'm not really going to elaborate much more on that. But just because you're not doing it, that's still your money, that's still your business. And I don't know, I just don't see how that works correctly, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But hey, that's just me. So I want to hear from you guys in the comments. What do you think about Jay-Z owning a team? Who do you guys think the team may be that he might be buying a piece of ownership in, or We don't know. You know what I mean? It's just sources at this time that they're putting out there. And what do you guys think about that whole thing? What he was saying about Kaepernick, that we're beyond kneeling. You know, people, that's a headline that they're trying to spin against Jay. But I really feel like that, like, yo, Kaepernick did what he did. Kaepernick's situation is his situation. And not saying that he shouldn't or doesn't support Kaepernick, but I just don't see it like he sold him out. You know what I mean? I feel like he's like, hey, now we're taking action in this. How are we going to keep arguing over the kneeling? Are we going to keep arguing over if people think we're disrespecting the flag and all? Like, that's what I mean. It turned into something way else, way other than what it was supposed to be. You know what I mean? But I don't know, you guys. That's all I got. It's Jay Coffee Talk. Thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next video. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.